There are just 4 quests to go here in and around the Shardian hamlets. And we'll get our next set underway by speaking with this wandering Loporrit. Let's go and speak with them to take on the next quest entitled A Job for a Loporrit. The wandering Loporrit is looking for, air quotes, work.
Haven't we met before? You're one of Oriange's friends, yes?
Indeed I am.
I thought so. I'm wandering around Labyrinthos, hoping to find some work to do. It sounds like such fun. But I don't even know where to start or how to ask for it. Can you help me?
Sure, why not? Yeah.
Well then, what are we waiting for? Let's find someone with work for me.
Yeah, let's see how productive this is gonna get. I mean, don't you technically do work on the moon? I mean, you have been putting together the space station that's gonna take us far, far away. Is there something I can help you and your friend with? Yeah, there is indeed. I heard Loporrits were interested in learning about our culture, and you're saying this one is looking for a job?
Yes, I would like to work at a job. Do you know what I could do?
Well, most people here at Oya or Thamazane, but we would need to submit documents to request a proper level of clearance and... Oh, I have an idea! As you've seen, the man-made habitats hereabouts are populated by a variety of experimental subjects. Some of the bolder beasts, however, have been known to cause unfortunate incidents in and around the elemental reactors. In order to encourage these creatures to keep their distance, we put together some bags of noxious-smelling repellents. I'd appreciate it if you could place a few of them by the reactors themselves. For now, I need you to ward 2 such facilities, the one to the south, and the one to the west of Logistic and Beta. Here, there's an armful for each of you so you can split the work.
Oh, I'm sorry for making you work too, but that means we can share the payment as well. Right, I'll go to the south reactor and you take the one in the west. Work, work, work!
In the meantime, I'm actually, while I'm playing the game here, I'm also keeping an eye on something that I noticed about a year ago, but I really haven't been paying that much attention to. I don't know how many of you are familiar with the American artist Bob Ross, who died a long time ago, but he did do a lot of painting on TV, and so the fruits of his labor of his various episodes of his painting show now get shown basically 24/7 on Twitch. So, we're here at our first destination, so let's go ahead and throw some beast repellent up in the air. Or just drop it as a sack, that works too. Yeah, I was thinking we were just gonna dump this stuff, but nope. I guess they want you to do be a little more considerate and not leave people with a mess to clean up. Okay, so he's back at the hamlet. Hello. Thank you both for your cooperation. I'll hand the payment to a Luna friend here so that she might have the full job experience. Oh, and I'll throw in some apples from Muriel Agronomics too. Enjoy! Alright.
Our new food to try! Let's head back up the stairs and eat them together!
Alright. Glad we can help you out there, sir. Yeah, let's go enjoy, literally, the fruits of our labor. Alright.
Time to munch on these apples! They look delicious, don't they?
Yes, they do. Enjoy. So yeah, let's snack on them.
Oh my! They don't just look delicious, they are delicious! They might even be better than carrots!
I was taking a second bite, apparently.
I thought this place would be just like Mare Lamentoire since it's so artificial, but I'm glad I was wrong. I was wrong about a lot, even after everything Oriange told me to expect. And I learned so much of my job, I think I want to try another one. But before I forget, here's your share of our payment. Thank you for all your help.
Glad I could. So we'll take your experience 735 gil, and apparently there wasn't just apples in there. There's also a level 88 earring for us to take. And that's enough points for we get to officially start doing the ranged DPS job quests back over in Razad Han. But we'll just focus on what's happening over here. So let's go ahead and speak with Jessamy next, to take on our quest entitled Doling Out Punishments. Jessamy wishes to bend the ear of any man, woman, or child willing to listen.
Where could it have gone? What a bother this is. If only I could find someone who... Oh, fortune is on my side indeed.
Yeah, it seems we can pan around. Also, you have a woman's name, but this is a man.
It's got Jess and Amy. Same name. How could anyone think this is anything other than a girl?
You seem the doughty sort. Might you help me locate a missing mammoth? A calling has reported that one has escaped and gone on a rampage. It was last sighted wandering southeast of here, where it has slain one of the specimens. Oh no. We tried to deactivate the mammoth remotely, but it is outright ignored our commands. Now our only recourse is to stop that willful thing by force. Perhaps you could do the honors? If you're up for it, I'll need you to locate it and put it out of commission. Once that pugnacious puppet has been silenced, place it in this coffer and return it to me. So, will you help? Sure. Fantastic. I knew you weren't the type to say no to a man in need. Find the corpse of the fiend at fault, and you'll like to come across that directionless doll. Thank you very much. Let's head on to the south. Alright, we are arriving on the scene where we are finding a corpse. Yeah, here it is. Let's have a look. Broken Viking, huh? Let me summon my chocobo to help out. Yeah, come on there, Viking. Yeah. How do the Vikings live? Well, here we're about to find out. We are pitting ourselves in a 2-on-1 confrontation against the girl dancer and the chocobo. And suffice it to say, it's not going all that well. We got it to the point where we are no longer allowed to hit the thing. Up and above and speak to Jessamy again. We're able to retrieve our little runaway and shove him into that container. I'm ready to take it off your hands whenever you're willing to part with it, though I'm not sure why you would want to hang on to it for longer than necessary. Me neither. So take the damn thing. Goodness, you've done it! I can't thank you enough, truly. I'm not sure what I would have done had you not come along. This mammoth's unfortunate escape is the work of the Loporrits, you know. What? They meant no harm, I'm sure, but they insisted on tinkering with the thing's innards, wanted to make some improvements, apparently. And as you can see, their earnest meddling has caused us a great deal of grief. To be fair, they did look rather contrite when I told them what had transpired. I can't stay angry at them, though. They only had the best intentions. In fact, they need some cheering up after the tongue lashing I gave them. Yes, they deserve the thickest, crunchiest carrots I can find. And on that note, farewell, adventurer, and thank you. Glad we could help. So we'll take our experience, 735 gil, plus a level 88 ring. Okay. And then there were two. Flying down here to meet with Anaja. Yeah, that's about as good as I can hope to say it. Let's go and speak with her to take on her quest entitled The Dry Eyes Habits. Anaja is championing at the bit to extol the wonders of Scatane.
A moment, if I may. Have you heard of the winged familiars known as the Scatane? They have a marked talent for seeing in the dark, which has established them as the chosen watchbirds for some of the world's most important facilities. As it so happens, we in Labyrinthos avail ourselves of their astonishing eyesight too. Day and night, our Scatanes keep close watch for any blackguards or nasty goings-on. However, such keenness of eyesight requires, for lack of a better term, upkeep, which comes in the form of special eye drops. After all, what creature can sit unblinking and wide-eyed for days on without help? So, might I ask you to dole out said medication?
Alright.
How good of you to be so obliging. The Scotains are perceptive creatures in both sight and mind, and will take you instantly once they know you've experienced and caring for even one of their kind. That is why I recommend to all those who deal with things of a confidential nature to try their hand at treating the beady eyes of our vigilant familiars at least once. Near the northernmost entrance you'll find the Scotain's caretaker. She'll be only too glad to introduce you to our faithful watch owls.
Northernmost, huh? Well, it's not that far. Let's go and make our way to this particular individual. A familiar whisperer, apparently. Standing right at the gate here. Yeah, here's our Scotain. You know, we typically have to fight these things off in places like the Great Gooball Library, but not this time.
Oh, you're the one who's come about the eye drops, then. Heard all about today's little exercise from Elijah. Called me via link pearl, you see. I was told this old bird was about to transpire, but she still seems a bit on her guard. Might be best to calm her down yourself. If you pat her gently, that ought to unruffle her feathers, figuratively and literally.
Well, let's find out. So yeah, we gotta go pet this thing. Do I currently have it available? I have soothe, but not pets. So that's what we needed to do right now. So yeah, let's get a little closer and pet this Scotain, just in case they call me for being too far away. Ooh, yeah, I definitely got your attention, didn't I? The vigilant Scotain continues her unwavering stare, but now there's a great deal less anxiety in her eyes than before.
Think our friend here has realized you're no threat at all. Go on then, she's ready for the eye drops whenever you are.
Thank you very much. So let's go ahead and apply them. Yeah, how do you put eye drops on something whose eyes are bright, burning red? What's to stop lasers from coming out of them?
Why, she looks about ready to snuggle up to you.
That's not the word I would use.
Scotains have a mind like a steel trap and don't forget to face easily. So it's no problem if you were to walk past in completely different clothes. Takes more than a costume change to fool them after all. If you don't mind my asking, you're friends with a dragoon, right? Surly Ellison fellows, I remember.
Yep.
I'm afraid the Scotains didn't take kindly to him. Damn near pecked his eyes out. This poor bird almost got a lance in her gullet for it. Luckily, your companion stopped himself when he did, but that doesn't mean the Scotain is going to let bygones be bygones anytime soon, let me tell you. Bit of advice, he ought to watch himself if he's walking through these parts. In any case, your work is done here. The Scotains had their treatment, so go and tell Elijah as much. Good luck out there. Oh, and should you happen to see another Scotain while you're about, give them a wave, alright?
Well, unless I have to kill them within the Great Gooball Library. Alright there, Elijah, where'd you go? Here you are. Alright, we're back.
You've returned! Very good. Judging by the lack of scratch marks, you were successful in completing your task. No doubt the Scotains now know to treat you as a friend rather than foe. The Scotains do not stay long in any given location, but rather fly through labyrinthos moving from perch to perch. If you happen to see one, count yourself fortunate. They can be a rare sight. Though you may think them difficult to spot, trust that they are among us. They are watching us always, ensuring that the knowledge we've acquired is kept from falling into the hands of those who will use it for nefarious ends.
Well, glad we can help you out with that, so we'll take our experience in 735 gil. Yeah, my body was not going to let me get away with completely concluding this stream without something going wrong. Alright, one more side quest to do here in Labyrinthos. And it will come from this determined bibliotech, who cannot stop getting photobombed by my chocobo. But let's go ahead and speak with the bibliotech to take on the quest entitled Take a Look, It's in a Book of Reading Rainbow. A rather determined bibliotech seeks help with an issue of a scholastic nature. You there, adventurer, you are the carriage of a woman whose time I might prevail. Those books there, you see them, yes? I would have you bear them to one of the students of Baldessian for me. Alright. Can't you carry them yourself? Yeah, he's a thinker, not a carrier. Oh, that was a deal easier than expected. I had half thought this would require some explanation, which you shall have regardless. I am a member of the prominent political faction known as the Bibliotheques. I trust you've heard of us. Actually, I haven't. Which is why she's laughing in the background, or he's laughing, or whoever that is. Yeah, people who have ponytails in their hair are so hard to figure out. I and my colleagues have sworn to bear silent witness to the affairs of our world, recording all which comes to pass. The students of Baldessian, on the other hand, take a much more active approach in the affairs of our world. Needless to say, things between us are tense. It would spell trouble were I to be found delivering these tomes myself. My colleagues may well bar me from the archives entire, punishment worse than death. Thus I seek aid from one who I can pass unnoticed. You. Okay. Right then. Have a care, and bring these back to my Baldessian co-conspirator. You'll find her in the Logistican Alpha. Oh, and tell her it's a gift from a friendly researcher in Shani and Hamlet, will you? Who my? So yeah, we have 200 seconds to carry this stack of books. And so doing, we're gonna have to worry about Anala's, among other things. I can see a tree ant hiding over there on the horizon. You know, trying to make sure we don't provoke anything. In fact, what's to stop me from passing over to the other side? It might be faster, but it'll also obviously be more dangerous. Because yeah, look at this tree ant getting in my face. And let's get around and make our way to this cautious student. Yeah, 200 seconds, really? Yeah, they really are generous with the time amounts that they give you in these quests. I mean, you could easily complete these in less than half the time. Yeah, now that I think about it, it might have been faster to go around the top end. But yeah, you never really know, especially if you're in a place that you're not all that familiar with. Alright, here's our person of interest. My word, look at all of this. Each book more valuable than the last. How in the world did you come by them? Well, I can tell you all about it. Given to you by a researcher in Charlie and Hamlet, you say? And meant as a gift for me? My mysterious benefactor is gracious indeed. It's a comfort to know that at least one person out there values our efforts in an ever-changing world. Do give my thanks to this charitable researcher next you see them. And so, back to the Hamlet. Give him the good news. Yeah, looks like he's the last one left. Ah, you've returned, and without the books with which you departed. I assume that I assume that to mean that they were delivered to the right hands. Come on, Matt. Yeah, do reading yourself, please. And as I mentioned before, we bibliotheques keep to the wings of history's stage and take a fierce stance against any sort of involvement. We've a sworn duty to observe all which transpires, even as the world unravels before our very eyes. So dedicated are we to our goal, there is no realm in which we are not present. I too was once stationed abroad, in the Far East actually. It is where I caught wind of the students of Baldessian, learning how they had become a symbol of hope for those fearing the final days. Sylvestra tells us that knowledge is a gift, one that cannot be bestowed upon just anyone. It is only the worthy who outwield the strength it provides. And I believe the students of Baldessian worthy. If there is any justice left in the world, then that which our pens and papers have locked away is theirs by rights. Thank you for helping me put the fruits of our labor to good use. I'm glad we could help, so we'll take our experience 735 gil, plus 2 more coconut cod chowder. And so, yeah, that looks like we now have completely cleared all side quests and labyrinthos.